I think we are live. Yes, we are. Fabulous. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. We'll give it a few moments, give a few people to come and join us. I am both sad and excited that this is the last episode for now. More might pop up throughout the times. But this, for now, is our last episode of the Freedom Chronicles, a story of cents to dollars. Yes, it's a terrible pun, but we stuck with it. The idea that came about for this episode or this series was about having a bit of a look at what it looks like to be a new high-ticket affiliate marketer. Obviously, we have some incredible leaders in our community that do some fantastic masterclasses, and we love them so much. We just wanted to give a little bit of a different perspective. So that was the idea behind this series. I hope you have enjoyed it. This is episode 5 because there were 5 weeks in November, but that's okay. If you haven't caught the other ones, jump into the Facebook group and scroll back and have a look. And today we have a bit of a mix. So we've done one for the girls, we did a couples one, we did one for the boys, and we went back to the girls. Now we've got a mix. So we're going to bring everyone onto the stage. We've got Sarah, Ben, Celia. Make sure I unmuted everyone. Oh, I can't seem to unmute you, Celia.
Thanks, Kim.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I really appreciate you taking the time this evening to share your story and your thoughts and your insights. Hopefully it connects with someone. I forgot to do this. I'll give a little bit of a pre-warning. I have 3 dogs and a toddler in my house. So if I randomly disappear on mute, that's what's going on. But that's the joy of this business is we can integrate it into our lives. So we're going to start with Sarah. So we're going to say goodbye to Celia and to Ben for now. Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Hi, Kim. I'm good. Thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. Thank you so much for being here.
I also just want to disclaim that I've got 2 dogs here, just keeping it real. I managed to get the kids out of the house, but the dogs are still here, so I'll try.
That's fine. We love that. We love real life. We're going to start with some rapid fire questions. Sarah, obviously your name's on the screen. Sarah, whereabouts are you based?
I'm in Hervey Bay, Queensland.
Ooh, beautiful. Your age?
43.
Amazing. And when did you get started with your business?
In May this year.
Awesome.
Yep.
Did you know anything about high-ticket affiliate marketing when you got started?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
No, that seems like a very common thing.
No idea.
And what would be your chosen platform that you use the most for your business?
I love Instagram and I also use Facebook. So
yep, perfect. And do you know roughly how many followers you had when you got started?
On both platforms, it was probably around 300, maybe a little under.
And do you know where you are now, roughly?
Around the 450 on Instagram, and I can tell you on Facebook, it's not that huge. Like I haven't grown exponentially. Yeah,
that's all right. That's still good growth for a short period of time.
Yeah,
we're going to dive into it. We would love to know a little bit about your story and a little bit, I guess, about what the catalyst or the thing for you that happened in your life that made you consider something a little different and try in the online space and high ticket affiliate marketing.
Sure. So I'm a teacher and I've been looking for, just desperately hoping that something else would fall into my lap, because I find, like you think that teaching's going to be the job that's family friendly and, you get great holidays, which is true, but it really is such a full-on role. Like, well, I have experienced that it's just so full on, takes me away from my family all the time. I miss out on weekends. I spend the holidays working. And if I'm not working, I've got anxiety about not working because there's always more to do. And then aside from that, my youngest son came to me one day and said, "Mummy, when can we be a traveling family?" And I know, and I just sort of went, "Oh, that's our dream." Like we really, I've always wanted to do that as well. So I just kind of went in that moment, you know what, like other people do this, and so I'm going to find the way.
That's perfect. I really like that, Sarah. And I think a lot of people will resonate with that feeling of, there's something else out there. There's got to be something else for me. This isn't engaging with who I am and what I want to be. And for you guys, that's a traveling family. And I love that he came to you and that's what he wants. That's so beautiful.
Just like me. Yeah.
Perfect alignment.
Yeah.
So we'd love to know, Sarah, obviously, you're still in that growth phase in your business and it's still new for you and your family. We're assuming, you have told us that you work, so you're a teacher. So how do you integrate your business into your day-to-day life? What does a day look like for Sarah?
Pretty hectic, but I guess with the business, what I try and do is a little bit of work on the business at night time after the kids have gone to bed, or I might do a post in the morning. Like the trainings and that sort of thing. Like it's really good. I'm able to sort of watch trainings, things that we learn about, how to do marketing, but also like the team huddles and, the team meetings and that sort of stuff. I can do that while I'm making dinner, while I'm feeding the kids. So it's all able to really just like work into my schedule as much as possible. And, like if you're getting messages from people who are interested in starting their business, then that's just, I try to get like the morning messages done and then, touch base at the end of the day and catch up on following up people on Sunday or something. And
Yeah, that's incredible. And I definitely agree. Like that's, when you're starting this business, most of us are working or have some kind of job that we do. So you find those pockets of time, the evening when the kids have gone to bed. Like you said, when you're doing other tasks, you can be listening to podcasts, you can be listening to training. There's so many opportunities throughout the day to do what we need to do.
And then the other thing is, if you do sort of feel like, there's a little bit too much going on in the week and you can't quite do it, well, there's no consequence for that. There's no one breathing down your neck saying, well, you haven't made this much for this month and you haven't made this quota. Like it's all your own pace. So I've just recently had that experience where I've had to just take a step back because it's been reporting and marking and family things going on, and there's just literally not been the hours in the day. So but it's just too easy to come straight back in, and everyone's there to receive you and support you on. I was
going to say exactly the same thing. It's such an incredible flexible business where you can, if you've got other things going on in your life, you don't have to meet quota, you don't have to attend a certain amount of meetings per week or anything like that. You do your business, you run it how you want to run it.
You're not losing anything, you're not deranking, you're not doing any of that.
Definitely. Next question. Obviously, you obviously have started your business. You've launched your business. So what would you say has changed for you in your life since doing that?
Look, I feel like almost like I have a new lease on life. That's so cringy. But before, I didn't have any real hope or like idea about how I was going to get out of the rut that I was in. And now I feel like, well, I have a plan. I know what I can smell the freedom, and so I know that is on the horizon for me. I know that I'm on the right path to do that. And, the change in mindset is really cool because I'm able to, I guess, have a new perspective of all the freedoms that I do actually have in my life. And before, where I could feel like I don't have time for this and I don't have time for that, you actually find that when you have a mission, all of a sudden you're able to like make that little bit of time. You are able to fit this in. It's like the analogy of like having a full jar and you've got the golf balls and the marbles, and then you pour the sand in and you realize you actually can fit more in. So that's really eye-opening for me.
Yeah, love that so much. Last question for yourself, Sarah, and it's the biggest one. I always leave the biggest one for last. What would be your business goals for the next 12 months?
Well, I mean, it's not too much of a stretch, I don't think, to say that my goals would be to be able to I like to say leave work and start traveling and being the traveling family. So yeah, I want to be at a point where I can replace my income in the next.
Yeah, and I think you would agree with me, Sarah, that this business model is going to 100% give you that if you're willing to put in the work. We've seen the people go before us and create the freedom financially and time and location, all of that. We've seen it. We know it's possible.
I know. It's incredible what we're seeing people do. It's just, yeah, it's so inspiring, and it's so heartening to think that, that it is actually achievable. So
I love that so much, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your story with us. We really appreciate it. We're going to bring our other newbie onto the stage now. Hello, Ben. We're going to say
hello.
goodbye.
How you going? See you, Sarah. Thank you. That was lovely.
Hello. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to talk to you again, Kim.
No worries at all. Thank you for sharing, spending your evening with us. We're going to do the same thing, some rapid fire questions first. Obviously, your name's on the screen, Ben, but whereabouts are you based?
That's me. So I'm in Telegraph Point on the mid-north coast of New South Wales, Australia.
Awesome. And your age?
37. Yeah, 37.
And when did
I had to think of that after a little minute. Okay, so I've been in the business. I'm a fresh as 1 month basically. Start of November, and it's now the end. So yeah, 1 month of affiliate.
Wow, incredible! And do you know anything about high ticket affiliate marketing when you got started?
Not so much high ticket. I'd looked at other options in affiliate marketing, and I had a fair idea what high ticket meant, but I not particularly, which is good. It's fresh.
Yep, fabulous. And what's your chosen platform?
I didn't have a platform, so I picked Facebook.
Yep.
Go with that.
Fabulous. And did you start afresh, or did you have a Facebook page already?
I had a Facebook page, but I'm a bit technologically impaired, so I never really used it. So I had 0 followers, and I've had to build from scratch.
Yep. And how many do you have now? Do you know roughly?
Nearly 700.
What? That's incredible growth for 1 month. Oh, I need to know your secrets, Ben. You're beating me.
Oh, just go nuts and play. We'll see.
Awesome. I love it.
Fun.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah.
The listeners would like to know what same kind of question for yourself as what I said to Sarah is when in your life or what in your life happened that made you think outside the box and choose to work in the online space with high ticket affiliate marketing?
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I've been looking for something since probably February this year. I was told I was going to die, and then scared the shit out of me. So, we're all going to die. It's just I was told that it was going to happen real soon. So it got changed. Obviously, that's not the case. I'm still here. There was a mix-up in bloods, but that really changed my mind. And I thought, you know what? Life's too short to be doing things you don't like. So I figured maybe there's something else out there. So I've been looking for something for a fair few 7 months or so until I met Cliff and Lisa.
Yeah, incredible. And I hope you sued whoever told you the wrong test results.
Look, everybody makes mistakes. I don't hold grudges. I just take it as a learning curve, and you know what? It opened my mind to being more aware about who I am as a father and a husband, I should say. Made me more aware of what I have to offer this world, and just being a chippy and running a business is not what it is. So I'm looking forward to being able to contribute in more than just that way, I guess.
Yeah, I love that so much. And obviously, Ben, you are brand spanking new into this business, only a month. So you're in a very strong growth phase, apparently, according to your followers. What does the day look like for you? How do you integrate the business into your day?
Well, I run a small team of about 3 blokes in a patio company in Port Macquarie, and being the boss, it's really good. I'm able to give the boys things to do, and I've tried to get stuck into this business as hard and as fast as I can, because every day that I'm not making $1 million, I'm paying off a debt, of not having $1 million debt. So I really want to push this as hard as I can and help as many people as I can in every way that I can. So I do it of a night, I do it of a day, I do it any time I get a chance. And I've got to learn it all from sort of scratch. This whole Facebook thing isn't my scene, or being technological. Learning how technology works isn't something that I do either. So I've got to learn all that again.
Yeah, amazing. And what for you, obviously you're still very new in the business. Do you feel like anything has changed for yourself in your life?
Well, look, knowing that there's a platform, when there's a support network, and there is a business that I have seen produce wealth and produce freedom, knowing that that's there, it saves me looking. So instead of wasting my time scrolling on the internet to try and find something that might work, or busting my team members to try and get blood out of a stone, I'm going to concentrate on this, and it seems the right thing to do. So
Yeah,
I guess in a sense, what's changed is the focus.
Yeah, I love that. And I love what you said at the beginning there about, that there's this platform and there's this training there for you. And you've said it, you're not particularly good with the technology, but the training's there for you, and you're just going at it hard and learning so much and growing within yourself.
I nearly built a website today. I had 4 hours, and I'm nearly built a website on 3 different sites, mind you. They all screwed me around. So because I haven't got the budget there I want to play with, but I'm doing okay.
I'm putting you on speed dial, Ben. You're going to be my coach soon.
I hope so. If I can help someone, let me try. I'll learn it hard the first time.
I love that. Perfect. Big one to round it out, Ben. What would be your goals for the next 12 months?
Oh, right. Well, look, I look at goals differently. Obviously, I've been on a mindset mentorship in my own mind since February, knowing I was nearly dead. So I figured there's other ways of looking at things, and I don't have a goal, so to speak, other than the fact that to be consistent. Knowing to have $1 million or this and that is all wonderful, and they're just dreams, but in a sense, or they're goals in some people's minds. Mine is just to be consistent. I know if I consistently add value and I consistently do the work, then what I want will be achieved. So, my goal is to be consistently posting. My goal is to consistently be helping others. My goal is to, consistently be following the business structure. And if I can consistently do all of those tasks on a day-to-day basis, then it doesn't matter what my goal is, it'll be there. It doesn't matter what I want, it'll be achieved. So, consistency is the goal.
Yeah, I love your insights there, Ben, too, how you said, consistency is key. And we've seen the success. We've seen the success of our leaders before us, and all they did was be consistent. So that's incredible. I love that so much, so much. Well, Ben, thank you. I appreciate your time.
Kim.
We are going to bring Celia onto the stage now and say goodbye to Ben. We'll be back with you soon, Ben. Don't worry. Let's take you. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
How are you going?
I'm really well, thank you.
That's good. Fabulous. So we're going to do exactly the same thing again. Excuse my toddler banging in the background.
Bam.
Obviously, your name is on the screen, but whereabouts are you based?
I'm in Northwest New South Wales, out near Tamworth.
Awesome. And your age?
I'm 37 also.
And when did you get started with your business?
So I'm September, I think it was, last year.
Yeah.
So I've been in for just over a year now.
Amazing. And did you know anything about high ticket affiliate marketing when you got started?
No. So I'm a low ticket girl. I have tried everything from oils to shakes to Thermomix to all sorts of things. Worked my ass off every month, deranked, low ticket, and I just found this and was like, what, people actually get paid this amount per sale?
This is even possible. I love that. And what's your chosen platform that you use for your business?
Well, I'm sort of everywhere, so mainly Facebook, and then Insta, and then TikTok. So I'm over all 3.
Amazing. Do you know, roughly thinking back to when you got started, how many followers you had, and then how many you have now?
Yeah, I was just thinking then, I think I started with 1,000 Facebook friends and now I'm pretty well maxed out. So I'm constantly defriending and re-adding new people. And Instagram, I've only got 400 followers on Instagram now. So I mustn't have had many because, yeah, building that. TikTok went a little bit crazy. So that was a bit fun. But yeah.
Yes, TikTok's an interesting beast. Awesome. All right. Well, let's have a little bit of a chat. Same questions for you, obviously having to think a little bit further back. What happened in your life? What was the catalyst for you that made you try something a little bit different and go in the online space with high ticket affiliate marketing?
So I owned a cafe and I was doing 80 hours in 6 days with an 8-month-old, a foster child teenage girl, and 2 of my own teenage girls. And I literally had a breakdown. And I packed the cafe up, packed the house up, and moved towns. And then I was working and I was getting $27 an hour, a qualified chef getting like shitty pay, and paying $20 to the babysitter an hour. And I would come home and I was, yeah. So, and I felt as though I was working because I was going to work, but there was never any money, obviously. So I was working for $7 an hour pretty much. And I was right into my shakes low ticket. And I was getting making huge sales and huge results, and I'd get like $300 a month, and then I'd have to spend $250 on auto ships. So I was like, what the hell? And then Lisa's ad popped up and I was like, hello, I want to be traveling. I want to be doing stuff. And yeah.
Yeah, perfect. That was me too, actually. Very much fell upon one of Lisa's ads. I was like, oh, I want that. I want that. Amazing. Now, obviously, you're a little bit past the growth phase, into that next stage of your business where you're starting to see some incredible connections and some success within your business. So we'd love to know, what does a day look like for you? How do you integrate the business into your life? I'm assuming maybe you still work. How does that look for you and your family?
So Anagic is my business. So I am based on our family farm. So I have no other money. I just work here for nothing, basically. So Anagic is my job. So my day starts at 4:30. My alarm goes off. I have from 4:30 till 5:30 where I send out my friend requests. I interact with people, do stories, comment on birthdays, and just really interacting in that first hour. And then from 5:30 until 6:10, I have my workout. And I meet up, do a Zoom with a few other girls in Anagic as well. So it's really cool because we can, while we're working out, we're like, hey, did you do this or did you do that? Then from 6:10 until probably 7:30, I put another hour's work in. Then by then the kids are getting up and they homeschool. So they got to have brekkie and just get themselves sorted. And then I'll go and do farm work from probably 8:30 until 1-2. And then I'll come back and that's when Bubby has a sleep. So I'm then back into my business. I try and do a minimum of 4 hours a day. And then I've got tea time and then I'll have, I'll do a training or, the huddle's on or something's on that is, I never watch telly. If I sit down to watch a movie, I actually feel really guilty. I'm like, nah. So I'm just very, I've got an app on my phone. It's called Structure, and it literally sends notifications to me when my 10 minutes is up for this or that, so that I can't be wasting time scrolling.
Yeah, that's incredible. I love how you've structured your day to give yourself that real focus on your business. That's really incredible. We'd love to know, obviously, in the just over 12 months that you've been in the business, what has changed for you? What have you seen change within yourself and within your family?
So I'm really stepping into my leadership role now. So for 12 months, I sort of feel as though I needed that last 12 months to grow. So for everyone who's just starting, don't feel like, oh, I'm not getting results or it's not happening. Even though you do feel like that, that's normal. But I think that 12 months of preparation is so freaking valuable. Like, if you come in and you have the huge success from the get-go, like, I don't know how they can manage their teams properly because you're still working it out yourself. And like Ben just said with his Facebook and stuff, like, you want to know all of the answers for your team, or at least know something. So that 12 months has been huge growth for me. And I also felt as though when I came in, I was like, oh, I don't need a morning script. I don't need this. I don't need a vision board. I don't need that, because I was so in work mode that I was expecting the results just to come. But honestly, it is so important to have your morning routine and to set it as a business if you want it to pay like a business, because when you are not treating it like a business and you're just treating it as a side hustle, it will pay like a side hustle. So the more focused you can be and go to work on your business, the more it will pay like a business.
Yeah, I love that so much. Thank you. Big one to sign us off with. What would be your business goals for the next 12 months?
My next 12 months looks amazing. So I have got 7 quads in December and 7 quads in January, and I'll be 6A. So they're my goals set till I get to 6A. And then I want to hit 6A 3 times in 2024, next year. So I'll definitely be walking the stage in Japan. And yeah, just really stepping into my leadership and really nurturing my team for success as well, because this business has just changed my life, my family's life. The next 12 months actually feels exciting. Something
I love that so much. And I love how you said, being able to step into, your power and then your leadership as well. This business is so much more than just selling machines. We're a community with incredible leaders and we empower everyone, and there's so much behind it as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes,
well, yes. Celia, thank you so much. We're going to bring everyone else back onto the stage because we're getting close to our 30 minutes. And we're going to do a little bit of a wrap up. Let me add everyone back. Sarah, for some reason, I can't unmute you. So see if you can unmute yourself. There we go. Fabulous. Welcome back, everybody. I'd like to do a little bit of a, wrap up at the end, and my toddler's getting restless out there. I can hear him doing things, so we'll make it short and sweet. A couple of things that stood out for me definitely was that community aspect and things that people, I guess, don't realize come with an online business in this kind of structure is the community that we have behind us. There's so many people behind us, encouraging you, supporting you, giving you ideas. That's what got me over the line. Like financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom. If you're willing to put in the work, that will come. When I saw the community and I saw the people that surround you, that was it. I signed on the dotted line. The other one that stood out, I think it was Ben that said it. Now he's banging on the table again. Ben said it was that you're following in someone else's footsteps. So people have walked this path before us. And we've seen such beautiful people have incredible success that as long as you stay consistent and you trust the process, it will work. You've got to hold on to that. There are days when it's really hard and you really do struggle, am I doing the right thing? Is this going to work? But then you remind yourself that if you trust the process and you stay consistent, you will have that same success. And that's a couple of things that stood out to me. I'd love to hand to each of you once, just for a really quick, anything that stood out to you. I'll go to you first, Sarah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, I fully agree. And I am very, I don't know what the word is, but I'm like amazed, Ben, at your growth. I think you're going to have to teach us all how you grew on Facebook that quickly. But yeah, like just what everyone was saying is all landing. Like we're all having a really similar experiences, and I think what Celia said about taking that time to really get to know the business before you start having your own team members. I know that I've been quite close a couple of times, and I've just kind of been a little bit worried about how I'm going to lead well without having, you know, as much experience myself. And so I do feel like I'm in a better position now, having that sort of nearly 6 months to learn. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Sarah. Ben, what about you? We'd love to hear from you quickly.
You're all very inspiring, and thank you, Celia, as well. You know, very inspiring words. What sort of makes me think a lot is about I call it the power of one more. And part of the reason why I got involved was when you lose, the reason why you get into this business, the reason why you have to keep going, the reason why you do one more Facebook post or one more friend request, and it's for that you want one more kiss with your kid. Like it's something that the whole reason why, and until you find the reason why you have to put the time into this business and make the time, until you find that reason, and you remind yourself of the reason why you're doing this, you might find it hard to keep going. So if you ever find it hard to keep going, and you ever find that you're lagging or you're not finding time for the business, think of the reason why and make sure it brings a tear to your eye. Because when it brings a tear to your eye, that's when you go. That's when you're unstoppable.
You've just given me goosebumps, Ben, so I'm not sure about our listeners, but you've reminded me of my why, and that's that crazy thing making loud noises in the other room. That's why we do what we do, is for our family. Yeah. Thank you. Celia, over to you. Anything that stood out for you tonight?
Yeah, well, just like Sarah's a teacher, Ben, you're a tipper, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I'm a chef. So we have, you've been to uni, Sarah. We've done our apprenticeship on shit wages, Ben. And to think this is our apprenticeship. We're doing our apprenticeship. And we're so used to having quick fixes, you go to work, you get paid at the end of the week, whatever. But we are putting in the time now. And I would work for 3 years in this business for nothing if it meant that $5,000 for month, legacy a month.
Yeah.
So every single day that you show up to your business is one day closer to your legacy income. And just being consistent is really honestly the key. And your stories, like showing up on your stories, is your shop front. So if you don't have anything in your mind for a post, get on your stories, because that's your shop's open. So I always think of that. Like if you go to a cafe and the door's locked, obviously you can't get in. And if our stories aren't showing up on our stories, people don't know that we're open. And yeah.
I love that so much. Yes. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, everybody, we did it. We made it. Last episode. Thank you to the three of you for your time this evening and sharing your insights, sending love and celebrating all of you, and wishing you all the best on your journey. Loved hearing from all of you. We are going to wrap up, and I cannot believe that this is the last episode. So we've done 5 episodes of the Freedom Chronicles, and it was very special. And I also loved, I think for me, connecting with those that I hadn't spoken to yet. Like I knew of Celia, Sarah, and Ben, but I didn't know them well. And now through this process, getting to know each other and doing this together, I feel like I've just added some more people to my family. And that's absolutely beautiful. And that is why we do what we do. And that is why we love this business. So if you are watching and you are keen to learn a little bit more, please reach out to the person who added you to our Facebook group, or reach out to myself and I can point you in the right direction. Thank you, everyone, especially those that have watched all 5 episodes. I hope you've enjoyed. If you didn't, go back and watch them. They're really good. And I appreciate all of the love and support, and I wish everyone a fantastic day. Have a good night.